Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor. I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back. Quick answer to the title of this video: no, they don't have power. Words do not have power. Um, but let's open that up a bit more, because lots of people ascribe meaning and power to words, especially in certain instances where that meaning and that power doesn't actually exist for itself. And so, if that's the case, then why do people want to ban words? Why do people take issue with things and that are said or written or presented? And one of the things that stands out is that it's not words or even pictures or songs or anything, any media. None of that has power, but the reactions to it do. And so this is where it takes me back to when I used to work in retail. And one of the first things that you learn once you're working in retail, once you're working in any customer facing environment, or at least it should be one of the things that you're taught, is that you control your own response, you control your own emotions. No one can make you feel something unless you want to feel it, or unless you let go of control of yourself and therefore feel it anyway. And as a result, do words have power? No, they're a means by which the people communicate. They're a tool, and they're only a tool. You wouldn't say that a spanner has power over the engineer that uses it, but the spanner allows the engineer to have power over a mechanism to then prevent or provide something. And as a result, the point of words is purely that, just to transfer ideas in one form or another from one person to another, or from one person to a group, or from one group to another group. And so then when you have people who are looking to ban words, that's a nonsense. People who take offense to things that people say without due consideration, those people are just demonstrating a lack of self-control. And this has become most prominent, I feel, in two particular instances. And if I'm going to be moving into other media just to make these 2 points, or to address these 2 issues, but these are both picture-based, and if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then the same overall rule still applies, that the media itself doesn't have any innate or intrinsic power, and it's only what people ascribe to it, or what people, in the way that people react to it, that actually has any force or power or meaning to it. So the first one is where people, especially of the Islamic faith, take umbrage with cartoons or other depictions of the Prophet Muhammad. And whilst it's something that they have issue with on a large scale, the actions that have been taken against people as a result of these things, the actions, the assaults, the killings that have occurred in certain instances, those have power. They have the power enough to take away someone's life, to destroy someone's family, to cause a ripple across all manner of political spheres, across the entertainment industry, the media industry. And all that comes down to is someone not being able to take a step back, or being far too dogmatic and ascribing too much power to an image and a suggestion of a thing that really doesn't have anything in and of itself. And obviously, it's the attacking and the harming of people is not a thing that is worthwhile. It's not a thing that's desirable in any way, shape, or form. But it's something that happens. Is it because of the cartoons? Is it because someone has decided to draw a cartoon? No, it's because someone has decided to take action upon a cartoon. They had a choice to react to that thing, and they decided to react in a certain way. There was no compulsion, there was no magical element that made them do something. They reacted of their own accord. And then this brings me up to something that's only happened over the last few days, and I find this kind of laughable, but at the same time, it's no less serious in a grand scheme, and that is the Pepe the Frog meme being branded as a symbol of hate by the ADL. And yeah, if ever there was an example of something that has in itself no intrinsic power, no real sway over people beyond just being there, um, being blown out of context, taken to extremes, being acted on in certain ways. I mean, it's Pepe the Frog. He's a sad frog. He's a green cartoon animal. There's not really much that you can. It's like saying that for some reason SpongeBob inspires Satanism, which I'm sure someone says somewhere, but it's not a thing. And even if it was a thing to one degree or another, as said, there's no magic involved. There may be a suggestion that goes along with a meme. That's fine. You've still got the choice on absorbing that media to act in one way or to act in another way. People who see Schindler's List are in no way going to take away from that some of the aspects of Nazism and so on depicted throughout the film, because it's not the core of the thing, even though that's what's depicted. And you've got all manner of media that has various suggestions, includes various things, but the thing is, the responsibility still lies with the individual. And you can expand this even further to discussing things like movies, literature, video games. Should certain books be banned? Should certain video games be taken off the shelves? The answer is ultimately no, because even no matter how heinous the things are that are being described or discussed or demonstrated within those media, it's still on the individual that's consuming that media to actually take a look at it and go, am I going to act on this or not? Or how am I going to act on this? And so there's, as said earlier on, these things don't have any power. They aren't anything more than tools for an artist or a creator or a speaker or an author of some description to put across their ideas and the things in their head. And yet they're things that have been that are then left there for people to react to. And it's, as said, the reactions that cause the upset. If me sitting here and, for example, playing, I don't know, GTA, somewhat notorious game series, if I'm sat here and I'm playing GTA, then it doesn't hurt anyone. My reaction to it is, I just finished those next 2 missions. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm now going to go drive around in my super fast car that I just got. Yay. But as a result, that was a decision that I made. I wasn't told by the game that I should do one thing or another. It could have suggested to me very easily to go and get food or to go out and run people down in a car. It could have suggested all manner of things, because there is so much in an open world piece of media like GTA. However, regardless of the various suggestions and the various themes and the various other things in the game, all of all of those things are completely immaterial when they're put before me, and I am there as an intelligent thinking human being to break down what I can do and what I can't do and then act on it. Some people, I'm sure, will, if they are already focused on some of the themes in those games or in those media or in those things that they come across, in those news stories, in those novels, those words from a specific speaker, I'm looking at you, Donald Trump, then what it comes down to is, yeah, there will be people who gravitate towards certain elements and then stick there, regardless of how illogical or how ill thought out certain things are within those ideas. if they already resonate with those people, they will gravitate towards them. They have taken the action beforehand, deciding that they are going to do a thing. It is not a chicken and the egg kind of scenario where you can't tell which one comes first. Most instances, someone has already decided what they're interested in before they go and get the thing that they are interested in. In most instances, the media may come and interact with the person, but it is still the person who has the decision to go and do the thing. And the whole point of the whole Pepe thing is a nonsense. It's in that particular instance, you're trying to fight a large national political battle, which a lot of which is more so than it has ever done before, is taking place online. But you're fighting it the wrong way. You're not just being transparent, upfront, and sensible. You're trying to control and crush things, which does not work online because things just continue to exist regardless of what you do. But anyway, those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Do words have power? Are people compelled to do things by the evil magic inherent in bits of in scrawling lines and curves on a sheet of paper? Tell me what you think. If you found this interesting, please leave me a like to let me know, and subscribe for more. Take care, guys.